What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So within a couple days I'll be headed off to Barcelona for a vacation and to celebrate my wife's birthday. Now because we're going on a trip, I figured that I would buy and share with you my unboxing of Apple's AirPod Max. Now this is not a new product from Apple, but I have been looking at them for a while, just maybe thinking of reasons why I should get one, but really never pulling the trigger because I've never really had a use for them until now. Because I am going on this trip, I figured that I would pick one up and test them out specifically on this trip themselves, just because it is a long flight. This trip to Barcelona itself is about 13 plus hours, and that's not even including layovers. So my regular AirPods probably won't cut it for the entire duration of the flight to and from Barcelona. Now every time I do go to the Apple store, I do see these AirPods Max, but I'm always a little hesitant to get them just because I'm not really an over-the-ear headphones kind of person, and generally I prefer the AirPods that stick in my ears. However, for such a long flight, having AirPods in my ears would be completely uncomfortable, especially for a long period of time. Now normally on previous trips, I did have a Sennheiser headset that I like to take with me, which has also served me well for a couple of years now. But I figured it's time for a change, especially since most of my ecosystem, such as my iPad mini, and even my phone, are going to be products that I'm taking with me on this trip, and most of them are all Apple products, which makes this easier to connect to and sync between my different devices. So with all that in mind, stay tuned and we'll check this thing out. Okay, so like I mentioned before, this is the AirPods Max, and this retails for about $550. And in this case, as you can see, I went ahead and chose my favorite color, which is blue, or in Apple terms, sky blue. Now to unbox this, you pretty much do the same thing you do with every other Apple product, which is you just simply pull on the tab of the outer layer itself. And in this case, it's a little bit tight. And then you just peel that plastic all the way around. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up and see what comes with it. Okay, so like most Apple products, it's got this recycled paper material that surrounds the product itself. So let's go ahead and take that off. And as you can see, it's a pretty self-contained device inside the carrying case. You also get the instruction manual, no stickers in this case. So you get instructions on how to pair and use your AirPods Max. You get some regulatory paperwork, general stuff that you get with most Apple products that no one probably ever looks at, in a little carrying case. And then you get a USB-C to Lightning cable charge port. So I'm hoping that in future iterations of this headset, and even just all Apple products in general, that we start to move away from Apple's proprietary Lightning cable and switch to USB-C, because that's just more of a standard. And it's more of a convenient when you don't have to keep all these different cables or always need to convert back to Lightning. So hopefully USB-C becomes more of the standard that Apple starts to use. So when it comes to the headset itself, it's not as big as I thought it would be, and I do like that it's a little bit more compact. Now I definitely do like this color. It's a dark blue color and then a very light blue color for the headset itself. So as you can see, they're rounded off, so definitely not following the modern design of most Apple products. It's still following the older design. So maybe these will get squared off a little bit in later generations. It's got these little ear protectors. Now when it comes to design, I gotta say that it's a pretty nice contemporarily designed headset. It's made up of a stainless steel frame that has this non-slip rubbery material wrapped around it, giving it a nice grippy feel. And I do like the mesh canopy, which makes this headset pretty comfortable to wear. Now what's also nice is that each of the actual headset cups can rotate and adjust independently. Now what's good about that is that it allows this headset to fit comfortably on anyone's head, no matter what shape your head is and how proportionate or disproportionate it is. Now each of the cups also has this cushiony mesh pillow-like material that's comfortable to wear and at the same time creates a nice seal on the ear itself. Now what's also unique about this headset is that it takes a design element from the Apple Watch, which is this digital crown at the top of the right cup. This digital crown at the top allows you to control the volume, skip between tracks, answer phone calls, and even activate Siri. And if you press on it, it also enables the transparency mode, so you can not only listen to your surroundings, but still also hear the music that you're playing. Now the other feature that this headset has, which I think is critical and a must-have, is built-in active noise cancellation. Now if this is anything like all the other Apple products, this thing's going to sound pretty crisp and clear. And just like I mentioned previously, just like the AirPods, this AirPods Max has a transparency mode. You activate this by pressing on the crown itself so that you can hear everything going on around you, but still be able to hear all the music and sounds that you're playing on your device itself. Now you can't see them, but this headset has 6 outward-facing microphones to detect all the noise all around you. It's also got 2 inward-facing microphones to listen to and detect what you're listening to. Now the entire purpose for all of these different microphones is so that they can work together to improve your entire listening experience. In addition to that, these microphones use Apple's beamforming technology to make sure that your phone calls are crystal clear when speaking. Now just to talk about how powerful and how capable this headset is, each of these headphone cups houses an Apple H1 chip, each having 10 audio cores to help process sound and audio. That makes up an intense amount of audio processing power, which enables you to have the best quality audio when you're listening to anything. Now, like most of Apple's most recent audio devices, this headset's got spatial audio with dynamic head tracking. Now what that means is that you'll get an immersive sound experience that feels like you're actually in the environment that you're listening to. So for example, if you were listening to a spatial audio track where the sound was coming from in front of you and you turn your head to the left, the sound would then seem like it was coming from your right, as if you turned your head away in a real environment. This makes your whole listening experience truly immersive and makes it seem like you're actually in the environment what you're listening to. Now when it comes to pairing this headset with your phone or any other device, it's just as easy as pairing any other Apple accessory. It'll automatically detect and pop up a window on the device itself showing you that it's either pairing or paired. Now other features that this headset has that I think is very useful is on-head detection, which is nice because anything that you're listening to automatically stops when you take this off your head and then restarts once you put it back on your head. It's also got notifications for specific activities or anything that you have notifications turned on for. And then finally, another feature is always on Siri, which is something that I probably won't use much just because I find it kind of awkward being in public and talking to Siri at the same time. Now when it comes to design, I gotta say Apple has done it again and has made an incredible design for this headset. But when it comes to this smart carrying case, which is this thing right here, I'm definitely not a fan. This thing essentially makes it look like a purse, at least to me, or even maybe a toy car. Now I would have preferred maybe a fold-up version or something more compactable. This is probably the one criticism that I have for this device. And something that's going to take me a little bit of time to get over. It doesn't even make it very portable. Now some people do like this design, and it's not my place to tell you what to like and what not to like. But really, it's just not a carrying case design that's for me. Now what I do think is cool about this carrying case though is that when you place the headset in the smart case itself, the headset itself switches into an ultra low power state to conserve battery power. Now according to the specs, this AirPods Max can operate up to 20 hours with active noise cancellation and spatial audio enabled. Now I assume these times vary depending on usage and a lot of different factors. One thing I gotta say about this headset is that it charges miraculously fast. A simple 5 minutes charge will give you about an hour and a half of power. Now one thing that I noticed about this headset, if you look very closely, is that inside each of these ear pucks is a label for left and right so that you always know which ear puck goes to which ear and which side this headset goes on. Now when it comes to actual performance, I've been playing with these for a few days now, and I gotta say that the spatial audio is super nice and immersive, and it's got very crisp and clear highs, mediums, and lows, and it's got some really defined bass, which is nice. This headset is extra comfy, and it's a lot more comfortable when wearing them for long periods of time versus in-ear AirPods. My ears never really got too warm or sweaty, and unlike my other headsets which have leather cushions, it doesn't leave this little greasy or sweaty mark that I have to wipe off afterwards. This headset also doesn't crush or add a lot of pressure as well, and just fits very nicely on my head like it's sitting there very cushioned. Now at $550, yeah, it's a little bit pricey, but they aren't too expensive and are pretty aligned with the cost of other high-end headphones of the same caliber. Now again, the only one design issue that I have with this is this carrying case itself. But it's not too bad because I was able to find a carrying case that I could place this headset in when packing my carry-on. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want one of these for yourself, I'll go ahead and leave a link to it in the description section below. Please also make sure you smash that like button and subscribe on your way out. And also don't forget to ring that bell icon to help me out with the YouTube algorithms. Also to get notified when I post new content. Go ahead and leave me a message below and let me know what you think about the AirPods Max. I'm interested to see what you have to say about them. Until next time, see ya.